Tuesday morning before we clear out Tuesday afternoon. Let me walk you through all the moving parts on what is a very interesting winter forecast. Current temps, so Bush is now 49. Again, our high was 76 just a couple of hours ago. College Station has already dropped down to 41. Galveston's got a north wind gusting to 30. It's 58 degrees. Small craft and wind advisories are in effect. It's very windy. Texas temps, Dallas is 1 degree above freezing at 33. Austin's at 38. Lubbock's 29, Amarillo's at 22. They'll be in the teens tonight up there in the northern portion of the Texas Panhandle. So watch how the cold air moved today. This is the way it looked at 7 o'clock this morning. What we often do is watch the shape of the cold pool of air. These shallow, cold Arctic air masses, the shape tells you where the coldest air is headed. And when we looked at it this morning, we could see a little bulge right here. That means it was, at least appeared, it was heading right down the front range of the Rockies, right into Texas. Now watch as I put this in motion. You ready? And that's exactly what happened. It just has taken a dive right down through Texas. So we're getting the heart of the cold air. This is the forecast lows for tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning at 7:30. And now computers say, yeah, we're going to get a light freeze in Houston in the morning. Dallas will be in the 20s, Oak City at 20. It'll be 2 in International Falls, Minnesota tomorrow morning. Full-blown winter. This is very early for this type of an Arctic air mass. We're going to break all kinds of cold air records across the nation over the next 48 hours. It's weird though. Do you remember last year, November 13th, we had sleet and graupel here in Houston on November 13th. It was the earliest ice or sleet we've ever recorded in Houston. Well, if we get a little sleet tomorrow morning, that would be the 12th. That would be a day earlier. We could set 2 back-to-back early snowfall records for Houston. For Houston, snowfall records. Okay. So this is the forecast lows for Tuesday morning. Light freeze at Bush, 32. Just above freezing, Pearland, 34. West Columbia, 32. Sugar Land, 32. Tomball, 31. Conroe, 31. Upper 20s, College Station, Huntsville are possible. And up there, you've got a little better chance of seeing a frozen mix of sleet, maybe a little freezing rain. So what is going on? It has everything to do with the jet stream pattern. That's why we track it every night. So what's happening at 34,000 feet is this. We've got a northern branch heading due north-south. Okay? So that is allowing the cold air to be pulled out of Canada and just pulled right down into the deep south. That's where the cold air is coming from. But it's a split jet. Southern branch is active. It's dipping its toe in the Pacific Ocean, grabbing Pacific moisture and pulling it into and over that cold air mass. It's called overrunning. So you've got the cold, you've got the wet, and that often means ice in wintertime, although it's not even winter yet. And here's what's happening right now. In central Texas and west central Texas, it's ice, sleet, a little bit of snow, San Angelo to just west of Austin, Del Rio. It's rain north and west of Houston, although earlier in College Station we had a report of a little sleet just north of College Station in Wixon Valley. So even within this rain, and that's it, look at right there. Some of that even right up here is turning into a little bit of frozen mix north of Houston. All right, so things are getting interesting. So just north of Austin, up toward Georgetown, getting a little bit of sleet and snow there. The pink is rain and sleet. The white is light snowflakes. And then the rain, I wrote in here all liquid, but that's not what's happening. We're actually getting a little bit of sleet now being reported north of College Station, mixing in with that cold rain up there. And all of this is going to work toward southeast Texas and Houston overnight and into tomorrow morning. And so tomorrow morning, I would urge you, when you go to sleep tonight, just leave it on KHOU 11 News at 10. Just leave it on Channel 11. So when you get up, it's there. And we'll be tracking the weather for you 4:30 to 7 to see if there are any issues on the roads. Although at the moment we don't expect we're going to have any, we are expecting we're going to see quite a bit of rain mixing with at least some sleet. I think if you draw a line from El Campo to Katy to Tomball to the spring woodlands and then up to Livingston, I think, and then north and west of that, that's your best chance to see a little bit of a frozen ice pellet with some rain. But forecasting winter weather in Southeast Texas is difficult enough as it is. It's a challenge, and I love the challenge. But this is extra challenging because what's happening is this is a very shallow, cold Arctic air mass. Think of this as if you poured some pancake syrup on a plate and then you tipped the plate and it just kind of oozes down in a very thin sheet. That's what's happening with this Arctic air mass. It's oozing in. It's only about 1,000, 1,500 feet thick. And the computers don't see it very well. So they have a difficulty trying to forecast it. So it's not a surprise that we're getting a little bit of a surprise with this winter weather threat. Again, this is early tomorrow morning. This is Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. You definitely want to get up with us and check on the TV before you get out and get going, because your commute may be snarled because of issues such as a little bit of ice and sleet. As we look at the 7-day forecast, so a 30% chance for a little bit of sleet in the morning, and then it stays cold. Little sun in the afternoon, 44 is the high. Wednesday is cold, and Wednesday morning we're in the 20s. You want to make sure you've got your tender tropical plants covered Tuesday night before Wednesday morning's low comes in. Thursday we get rainy again. We stay in the 40s all day. I mean, it's full-blown winter tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday more sunshine, but 44 and 59. And then we warm to the 60s Saturday and Sunday. So those highs in the 60s Saturday and Sunday are still 10 degrees colder than what's normal for Houston this time of the year. It is very unusual to get this type of cold in Houston. This is going to be a record-setting Arctic blast across the nation, and we may end up getting a little bit of frozen mix, rain mixing with sleet tomorrow morning. Now look, the computers are updating right now, loading into the system, and I will have them for you on the 10 o'clock news tonight. So I'm very curious to see what the latest runs will reveal as to what might happen frozen precip wise and lows near freezing wise on Wednesday morning. So I'll have the latest computer models on the TV side at 10 o'clock tonight. Tuck into bed, get a cup of hot chocolate, pull the blankets up, and join us at 10 o'clock. We'll have what I think may be a very interesting weather report to show you. We'll see you at 10 o'clock.